Hey everyone, it's JP and I am back again with a tutorial for this week. I got a pair of earrings. Aren't these super cute? Well, I think they are. I know I'm like complimenting myself in a way because I designed them. But I really like the shape of them. I am using 3 beads, bicones, 4mm, superduos, the standard size, and 11s. So these are jet black, and these are Miyuki galvanized silver. Very simple. So, and you can do lots of different combinations, do different colors between these. I mean, the possibilities are endless. And of course, you're going to need fireline. So I use 6-pound fireline. Here it is, my fireline. And oh, upside down. So I started with 15 inches. I'd say start with about 18. I found it to be a little too short when I did the 15 inches, and you'll see as you watch the video. So start with about 18 inches per earring. So 1.5 feet. And that's all there is to it. So let's get started. So to start our tutorial here, or to start the earring, what you're going to do is pick up 3 superduos and 3 of your 11 beads. So I have them here in alternating order, and I'm now going to go back through the thread to make a ring. So all I did was go back through the thread. That's how you make rings. And so this is what you're going to get. So first what I'm going to do is actually tie a knot now before I tighten. Or as I tighten, I should say. So there I am. I'm going to do a square knot. So you want to get a nice tight circle here. So this is what I've got. And now I'm just going to go through a few more beads just to get the knot away from the tail part of it. So just go through the 11, or there's a super duo and then the 11. Just fixing my focus there so the camera's in focus. And then you just want to come out of a super duo, but this is what you should have. Alright, so now what you're going to do is pick up, I'm going to move those over there so I'm not crossing over so much. So it's going to be 11, super duo, 11, and super duo, and then 11. So 5 beads. In this case it'll be 3 11s and 2 super duos. And you're just going to go into the next open super duo. So, oh, by the way, I switched to the other hole. I don't think I mentioned that as I did it. I switched to the second hole of the super duo. And I'm using the white thread so you can see my thread path a little bit easier. But if you have smoke fireline, go ahead and use that instead if you're using the black beads like I am. Just creates a nice contrast. So once again, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to pick up 11 super duo, 11 super duo, 11. So 5 beads total. And you're going to go into the next hole of the super duo. And this is what you're going to get. And you're going to do the same thing one more time. 11 super duo, 11 super duo, and 11. 3 11s, 2 super duos. And we're back to the beginning, and so just go through the super duo and then continue forward with the 11 and this bottom hole of the super duo from the last round, or from the more recent round, I should say. So this is what you should get. Now I'm going to continue forward to 1 more 11 and 1 more super duo, and then I'm going to switch into the second hole of the super duo. So once again, just switch over. Now basically there's 2 different size gaps. You have the little short gap here, which is just an 11 between two superduos, and then there's this big, huge gap between the next set of superduos. So in the small gap, you're going to put 3 11s. Then in the big gap, you're going to do bicone, 11, and bicone, just like that. And then go into the next superduo. So you get this. And then again, we have a small gap. So the small gap gets just 3 11s. And the big gap gets bicone, 11, and I dropped my 11 there, and my bicone. So, bicone, 11, bicone. And again, 3 11s. And this is going to be the big gap, so it's going to be bicone, 11, bicone, and into the superduo, and then through, go ahead and go through the seed beads after that. So continue forward through the next 11 and the superduo, and you want to go into the bicone and come out of the 11. Alright, so this is what you should have, and you can do another pass if you want around the seed beads, or sorry, around the set of beads that I just went through, but you don't have to. And now for the next part, what you're going to do is, again, we're going to pick up a bicone, an 11, a bicone, and an 11, and one more bicone. So it'll be 3 bicones and 2. Yeah, that's right. I keep looking at it, it looks wrong to me. 3 bicones and 2 11s. So I'm just going to go through, and you're only going through the 11 here. So you end up with this. Now I'm going to go back around this one more time just to reinforce it. So I've gone all the way around at least once, one additional time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue up the bicone, and then the superduo, or sorry, superduo, the 11, sorry, and I'm going to add 7 of my 11s here, and I'm just going to go down the other side. Here, I'm going to skip over the bicone and just down the into the 11. So you get this nice little loop that goes around the bicone. Go through the 11 once again, and back up the bicone, and then you want to come out of bead number 4 from the group of 7. Basically, you want to come out of the middle bead. So essentially, you'll have 4 beads on this side and 4 beads on that side, and your thread, you want to be coming out of that middle one, is what you want. And now pick up 4 of my 11s and go back around. And go through the first 11. Then pick up an 11, go into the next one, pick up an 11, go into the next one, and one more time, pick up an 11, go into the next 2 11s, and that brings you right back where we started. And we are almost done with our earring. So I'm going to go ahead and reinforce my loop. So I've gone all the way around. I wasn't adding beads, just reinforcing. And now I'm going to go through these two guys. So that is where my thread is exiting. I went around a second time and then went through next set of beads. So what I'm going to do now is just tie off, and I'm just going to tie a couple of half-hitch knots. So I'm going to go through these next 3 11s and then tie a half-hitch knot. And make sure it stays in the right position, because you don't want it to tie in the wrong place, like it almost did there. So, and that happens sometimes. Okay, so now I'm going to go through this. I went through that bicone then to pull the knot in, going through this 11. And now I'm going to tie off, or tie a half hitch here between that 11 and the bicone here. And once again, I'm having a little bit of trouble, partially because I let my thread get too short. I didn't start with enough. Not to worry. I've done this once or twice, so. Okay, so you can tie off another, or you can tie another knot, but since my thread's so short, I'm just going to go ahead and stop there. The 2 knots should be good enough. And there is the completed earring. So let's go ahead and trim all the threads. And isn't that a pretty piece? So just think about all the different color combinations you can do. And of course, it's not too late if you're, can always use these as they make a great gift. So these are very pretty, that the person can wear them all the time, depending on the colors you come up with. All right, here are my completed earrings. I hope you liked the tutorial. If you're on Facebook and you may happen to make a pair, please feel free to share on my page. It has the same name as the channel, and if you're watching this on Facebook, then of course, please share. Because I post the videos now both on YouTube and Facebook, so you can watch them whatever your preference is. You can see them in both places. So if you like this, please like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Facebook, please like and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Well, you can leave a comment on YouTube too. So anyway, I'm going to go now. So see you next time. Bye.